let's get into it. So in today's video, we're going to be talking the Wheel of Time, specifically the Eye of the World. I'm going to talk about just what I know so far about the book based on the cover, the back, and the prologue, if there is one, and the first chapter. So I'm not going off much. So I decided to pick up The Eye of the World, the first book in the Wheel of Time series, for a couple reasons. The biggest reason was the amount of hype it's gotten in the booktube channels that I follow. The second reason is because I love Brandon Sanderson, at least what I've read so far of him, and I knew that he finished off this series, and I wanted to get into it because I like Brandon Sanderson. I don't know if I like Robert Jordan yet, but we'll see. That's about all I'm going off of. I didn't even read the back cover. Not that that would have helped much. There were a couple things that actually made it so that I didn't pick it up as fast. First, that's going to be the cover. When I first looked at it, I imagined like music, like a little flute playing in the background. I guess maybe like a pipe. What do they call those? I imagine like a Pied Piper type thing, like a giant feather and like, and then this little homie next, I guess it's a girl, but I just thought it was like a little boy, like marching next to it, which I don't even know why I saw that, because it's a guy and a girl, and the guy's a knight, and the girl looks pretty regal too. Anyway, nothing of what I thought it looked like, but on further inspection of this cover, I like it. It's enough. It shows me enough of epic fantasy to want to pick it out, and yeah, I'm in. However, the title itself, The Eye of the World, doesn't give me much to go off, and I'm not super intrigued by it either, because I just don't know what it even means. Then finally, the blurb. I actually didn't read it until I was prepping for this video. It says, "The wheel of time turns, and ages come and pass. What was, what will be, and what is may yet fall under the shadow. Let the dragon ride again on the winds of time." Honestly, I think that blurb is so bad. If I had nothing to go off of but the cover and then this back blurb, I probably wouldn't pick it up. I don't get super excited about dragons, and this explanation is just extremely vague. I can't say much about what this is about, except that it's a battle between light and dark. This chapter at least follows a boy named Rand who sees a dark rider, and they're prepping for a festival, and I don't know where this book is going. There's a few things so far that are really exciting me. The first one is the Black Rider. And honestly, though, I wouldn't be interested in the Black Rider if it wasn't for the little detail that his cloak does not move with the wind. While everyone else is like battling the wind, trying to keep their coats on, this guy's cloak just is steady still, basically as if he's in a separate space and time. I'm also excited about the epic scope of the book. You can, just from the prologue and sort of from the first chapter, you definitely get this feeling that this is a world, that this is an epic, that I am going to get sucked in and, I don't know, go on an adventure. The prologue was really cool as an origin myth. At first, I felt like things were a little bit discombobulated. As I got to the end of the prologue, I realized this is an origin story. I actually liked that it had a tag of what ancient text it came from. That really gave a lot of authenticity and a lot of interest into that. And I even liked that it felt discombobulated once I knew that it was from an ancient text. If you've read any how we came to be story, none of them make sense, not even the scientific ones. Another thing I'm excited about is the concept of time in this book. I like that it seems cyclical and that it's being compared to a wheel. Is actually a concept that I want to explore in my own novel. I'm getting a little bored with the amount of description. It's giving me a wide scope of the world, which is cool at first, but I need it to get down to the personal level, and in a way it does. You do get the main character's relationship with the land, which I like a lot, and I'm grateful for the description for that reason. But there are some moments where I feel like I'm getting more description than I necessarily need, and it's like there's so much of it that I am struggling to even keep track of what the places are, what they're like, and why I care. So then the last thing that I'm disappointed about is that it's been very, very vocabulary heavy. I haven't appreciated that a ton. Especially, I don't mind that. When you jump into fantasy, you know that's a thing. But it feels like you're getting sprayed with a fire hose, especially because some of the words, there's words in English for them, like Glee Man. Like, I was like, what is a Glee Man? I kind of imagined, what's that movie? Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I kind of imagined the like creepy candy guy. Anyway, but a Glee Man is actually just a bard. They like talk about singing and stuff and music and poetry and stuff. Why not just call him a bard? Like, that's what he is. Okay, rant over. Number 1, Rand is the dragon. Now, when I say the dragon, I don't mean an animal, except maybe I do. Honestly, I'm not sure. So the little origin story that they tell in the beginning, the guy who I'm assuming represents the light, they call him the dragon. And so I think the Rand is like a reincarnation of him. But I guess it's altogether possible that origin story that we read was not actually how it happened and just a mythical, metaphorical tale. So maybe he is a real dragon. I don't know. But either way, I think that is Rand. Number 2, the love triangle. We already know that Rand has feelings for Egwene. I hope I'm pronouncing that wrong because Egwene is just a horrible sounding name. But it could be Egwene? I don't know. And we also know that Egwene doesn't have feelings for Rand. Or at least it seems like she doesn't. I think, though, we're going to find out that Egwene has feelings for Matt, Rand's best friend. Though I don't think that Matt is going to reciprocate those feelings. Number 3, the Ring Wraith. The Black Rider will kill Tam. I think Tam is going to be like our Gandalf or our Dumbledore. Even though it doesn't seem like he's a wizard of any kind, he's got this wise, like, I'm confident and I taught you everything you know, boy, kind of feel. So I think that he's going to be our martyr. Number 4, why the wisdom isn't answering questions. In chapter 1, they make it sound like she just doesn't know what she's doing. She's too young. She is like afraid or something of what she's like seeing happen in the future. But I think that she can't even see the future and that she's embarrassed. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back in 26 chapters with a whole lot more to go off of. Let me know in the comments what got you interested in the Wheel of Time. If you haven't yet, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button. If you're interested in reading this book, I left a link in the description below. See you in the next adventure.